Breaking news, drama on the streets of Bay Terraces as police open fire on a robbery suspect in broad daylight. Good evening and thanks for joining us. An intense manhunt in Bay Terraces ended with police killing a suspected gunman.
It happened just before 2 this afternoon in the 400 block of South Meadowbrook Drive. Police say it started about 2 hours earlier when a man fled the scene of a gas station robbery, then crashed a stolen car, shot a person in the foot, and barricaded himself in a house with a hostage.
News 8's Jeff Zevley is live in Bay Terraces with exclusive video of the manhunt's deadly ending. Jeff?
Carlo, police tell us this robbery suspect was armed with either a sawed-off shotgun or a .22 caliber rifle. Take a look behind me here. You can see this neighborhood is still locked down with police activity. But before police put up that barricade you're looking at, News 8 sent a photographer in.
Guys, somebody get into the east yard of the house to the east and block this guy.
Rescued by an army of SWAT officers, this woman dressed in pink was being held hostage inside her Paradise Hills home. Moments later, as officers back away from the property in a tight pack, the armed robbery suspect starts a car in the garage and tries to make a daring getaway. News 8's photographer Scott Kaviev is so close, he's ordered away. Back up. Police confirm minutes later the suspect, a Hispanic man in his 40s, was shot dead.
Shots were fired. The suspect has been shot and he is pronounced dead.
This all started at 11:30 this morning when police say the suspect robbed a nearby Arco gas station.
The suspect entered the store. He fired a round into the ceiling. There were 2 female clerks. He ended up fleeing in a stolen 2005 Suzuki.
Several blocks away, police say the man crashed that stolen car, then tried to burn it with gasoline and multiple Molotov cocktails before running away.
Officers saw him go into a house at 7300 Woodridge. While they were setting up a perimeter on that house, the resident came out stating that he'd been shot in the foot.
As the suspect ran from house to house, residents grabbed their kids and ran for safety.
Is that your house right there?
My daughter's house.
One homeowner who didn't want his face on camera says the suspect asked him to hide in his home.
I told him no, and he said, just let me in and I'll tell him I held you at gunpoint. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
During the manhunt, 2 nearby schools were locked down, Boone Elementary and Bell Middle School.
That was kind of scary. I didn't know what could happen.
Bearcat, you are parked in front of the correct house, but it's not that house. It's the street south of you.
Guided by the police helicopter above, police chased the suspect from yard to yard and shot him twice with rubber bullets, but he kept hopping fences.
Glad he didn't come in my yard. I would have had something for him.
The suspect's desperation ended with this final attempt to escape. Neighbors say police were left with no other choice.
I grew up here. I love it here. But unfortunately, there's bad people everywhere. And if we can get the bad people away from our kids, and that's what we got to do, regardless what actions have to be taken.
Again, police have not identified the suspect other than to say that he's a Hispanic man in his 40s. The neighbor who was shot in the foot is expected to make a full recovery, and I'm happy to report that no officers were injured today. Carlo and Marcella, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jeff.